Alright, so we're going to be talking about how to graph and standard form. So in this example, we have 2x minus 3y equals 6. And I mentioned before, in order to graph, you just only need two intercepts, the x-intercept and the y-intercept. And the first one is the x-intercept we're going to go over. Now keep in mind, x-intercept and y-intercepts are coordinate points, always. So the coordinate point for x-intercept is x comma 0, or the value of capital C divided by capital A, comma 0. Now when you're given in standard form, again, the number that's in front of x, that's your A. The number that's in front of y, that's your B. And the number that's it equal to, that's your C. Alright, so in order to find your x-intercept, we just have to find and use the value of C over A. So x equals C over A. So the value of capital C is 6, and the value of A, capital A, is 2. So it's 6 over 2, and then we all have to simplify that. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So x is 3. So therefore, the coordinate of the x-intercept is 3, 0. Now we have half of the part. Next is we're going to find the y-intercept. And again, the y-intercepts are usually 0, y. Remember, it's a coordinate point. Or it's 0, the value of capital C divided by capital B. So y is the value of capital C over capital B. So we're going to use the C value, capital C, which is 6, divided by the value of capital B. Now, keep in mind, it's minus 3y, so the value of B is negative 3 because there's a minus. So I'm going to put negative 3 here. So our y value, capital C over capital B, is basically 6 divided by negative 3. When you simplify, that will be negative 2. So y equals negative 2. Therefore, our coordinate for the y-intercept is 0, negative 2. Alright, so we got our 2 points, 3, 0, and 0, negative 2. So what we're going to do is mark these 2 points on the graph, on the xy plane. So the first one is 3, 0, so it's right here. And then the second one is 0, negative 2, which is right here. And then, using my ruler, connect these 2 points to make our line. So here is our graph function for 2x minus 3y equals 6. Now, how do I make sure that's correct? Well, we can always convert it into slope-intercept form. So, I'm working with 2x minus 3y equals 6. So I'm going to write it right here. Right in red. So 2x minus 3y equals 6. So if I wanted to get y by itself, let me zoom in for a bit. Alright, so first job is try to get negative 3y by itself. I need to get rid of 2x from the left. So I need to cancel out the 2x. So the opposite of positive 2x is minus 2x minus 2x. So it's going to be negative 3y on the left equal negative 2x plus 6. And if I want to get y by itself, I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. So I'm left with y equals negative 2x over negative 3 is just simply positive 2 over 3x, and then plus 6 divided by negative 3 is minus 2. Alright, So that's our equation in slope-intercept form. So I'm zooming out. Alright. Now if we were to check, my y-intercept is at -2, so that means 0, -2 right here. That's correct. Then if I'm to check my slope, going from the left point, I'm going to go up 1, 2. Okay, so I'm looking at my slope, it's positive, so the top number is 2, so it matches. And then I'm going to go to the right, 1, 2, 3, and it matches with the bottom number, 3. So this is the correct graph, or it was graphed correctly, because I matched it with the slope-intercept form. The slope-intercept form, this is how you would find it if you were given in standard form. Alright, in this example, our standard form is 4x plus 3y equals 12. So let me label our ABC. 4 is A, 3 is B, and 12 is C. Now when it comes to graphing, again, just find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So the first one is the x-intercept. Remember, x-intercept is always a coordinate point, so x, 0, or C, capital C divided by capital A, 0. So x equals capital C divided by capital A. So our C value, which is positive 12, divided by our A value, which is 4. Positive 4. So positive 12 divided by positive 4, well, that would be simply just 3. So x equals 3. So therefore, our coordinate of the x-intercept is 3, 0. Alright, now the y-intercept. And again, the y-intercept is also a coordinate point, 0, y, or 0, capital C divided by capital B. Alright, so y equals capital C divided by capital B. So the value of capital C is positive 12 over, or divided by, the value of B, which is 3. So, positive 3, because it's a plus. Now, positive 12 divided by positive 3, that's just simply positive 4. So our y is equal to 4. Therefore, our coordinate point is 0, 4. So, here's our two intercepts. The x-intercept, 3, 0, and our y-intercept, 0, 4. Alright, so I'm going to mark these 2 points on the graph. So our x-intercept is 3, 0, which is right here. And then 0, 4, which is right here. So, marking these 2 points, I'm going to graph them by connecting these two intercepts together. Alright, so here is the graph function for 4x plus 3y equals 12. Now, how do I check? Well, let's convert it into slope-intercept form. 4x plus 3y equals 12. So, writing it out, 4x plus 3y equals 12. Then zoom in a bit. Alright, I want to get 3y by itself, so I need to get rid of the 4x. So what's opposite of positive 4x is minus 4x on the left side, minus 4x on the right side. So the 4x cancel out on the left, so I'm going to have 3y on the left side equal, again, number, variable, just going to write it out. Negative 4x plus 12. And then when I want to get y by itself, I'm simply going to divide everything by 3, positive 3. So it's going to be y equals negative, because it's negative 4 over positive 3, so negative 4 over 3 x, and then positive 12 divided by 3 is just plus 4. So here is our slope-intercept form, which I'm going to underline. So y equals negative 4 over 3x plus 4. Alright? So, let's check. The number by itself, plus 4, since it's positive 4, that's our y-intercept. It's going to be up here, which it is. Now, our slope, it's negative 4 over 3. So let's check. Starting from my left point, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So it's vertical level. So I went to the right, 3. So that's the bottom number. There it is, 3. Now I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So it matches with the top number, which is negative 4. So the slope is correct. The y-intercept matches. So therefore the graph right here is correct. Alright, in this example we have x plus 5y equals 5. So here's our a value, our b value, and our c value. Now since x is by itself, that means it's just simply a invisible 1. So same thing if y was by itself, it's just simply a invisible 1. Alright. So, when we're graphing, first thing is finding the x-intercept. And again, it's always a corner point, so x comma 0 or capital C divided by capital A comma 0. So the value of our capital C is just 5. The value of capital A is just 1. So 5 divided by 1 is simply 5. So again, positive 5 divided by positive 1, positive 5. So x equals 5. Therefore, our coordinate point is 5, 0. Next is find the y-intercept. And again, y-intercept is the corner point, 0, y, or 0, c divided by b. Alright, y equals capital C divided by capital B. So our value for capital C is just positive 5 divided by the value of capital B, which is also positive 5. So positive 5 divided by positive 5, that's 1. So y equals 1. So therefore, our coordinate point, y equals 1, it's 0, 1. So here's our two intercepts, 5, 0. And then our y-intercept, 0, 1. So 5, 0, which is right here. And then 0, 1, which is right there. So I'm going to connect these 2 points together. Alright. So here's our graph function for x plus 5y equals 5. Now, if I want to check, I can convert it into slope-intercept form. So, let me write out the standard form. X plus 5y equals 5. And if I want to get 5y by itself, I need to cancel out the x, get rid of it. So the opposite of positive x will be minus x on the left, therefore minus x on the right. So the x cancel out, and on the left side is just 5y equals number, variable, don't combine, so simply negative x plus 5. And if I want to get y by itself, I'm just going to divide everything by the number in front, so 5 divided by 5 divided by 5. So I'm left with y equals, so since it's a negative x over 5, it's just simply negative 1 over 5 x, and it's positive 5 divided by positive 5, so it's just going to be plus 1. So that's our slope-intercept form. Y equals negative 1 over 5x plus 1. Alright, so let's check. Here, where it's a number by itself, that's our y-intercept, plus 1 or positive 1. It goes to positive 1, that's good. Now, if we were to check our slope, now I'm going to start with the left point, which is our y-intercept. So I'm going to go to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I went to the right 5 times, so it matches with the bottom number. Next I'm going to go down 1 time to hit our second point. So since I went down, that's negative 1, which matches right here. So where I went from the left to the right point matches with our slope, negative 1 over 5. So the graph function is correct. It should match up with x plus 5y equals 5, or our slope-intercept, y equals negative 1 over 5 x plus 1.